thought I would talk about the roses in the garden. This here is called the Apothecary Rose. It's this white, red and pink rose, and it looks very unusual. I think beautiful. Lots of little buds coming out still. So we have a couple of them in the garden. Some of them are just beginning to spread out. But it's called the Apothecary Rose. This perhaps is my favourite rose. It's called Rosa Glauca. And the leaves on the rose, it's got a bluish tinge to it. And it starts flowering early spring, and now it's in mid-summer. And it's still putting out flowers. Delicate little 5-petaled flowers. And they just keep on coming. You can see here that even when those two will go, there's another one coming out there. So it lasts for a very long time. And from a structural point of view, and from the leaves, I just think it's wonderful. And not only that, later on in the year you get these hips. There's another bud just coming there, but it also produces these hips which look quite wonderful in the winter time and give food for the birds. So this is Rosa Glauca. It's a big sort of feature rose in the garden, and I think it's very nice. There it is, Rosa Glauca. This hedge, you should imagine it's about 2 meters tall now, and it's absolutely covered in roses. Most of them are past their best now, but some of them are still really beautiful. This is another rose which will start flowering late spring and go right through. Now it's in the middle of summer, and you can see here that up the top there are still buds coming out and roses about to sort of bloom into full bloom. So it's quite an amazing bush, this Rosa Eligos, and I've got it all along the side of the garden here. And the perfume and the fragrance coming from these roses, it's absolutely brilliant. A well worthwhile rose, and hardy, tough as old boots. Can't kill this stuff off. It's wonderful. This rose here, which is in the shade, planted at the base of an old telegraph pole, is a climbing rose called Flammentans. I suppose it's dancing flames, but it's a nice climber, and it's got lots of buds, and it looks like some green fly on there as well, or black fly. Those are the pests of roses. But I've been trying to sort of make it climb up this telegraph pole, but I think it's in the shade. So it's climbed up here to about, I would say, about 1.5 meters. But usually you only get the flowers on the second year's growth. So we'll get flowers on this shoot that's coming up now. And there it is, where I got it from, Plantagen, Flammentans, Caunus rosa, or climbing rose. And I suppose if I had it in a better, sunnier place, you'd be getting roses like this. But it's very winter hardy. That's the problem with the roses in Finland, that you get lots of dieback, and this new shoot it'll just die off during the winter. But Flamintan seems to survive the Finnish winters quite well. And this rose here is one of the sturdiest roses that you can get. It's called Iceberg, and a very healthy plant. Wonderful glossy leaves on it, and when the flower comes out it's just a pure white rose, and you'll get flowers coming on it right on to late in the autumn. But, it's a nice rose with a wonderful perfume to it. So it's just beginning to break out into bloom now. So that's it.